All right, joining me once again here on the Matthew Filipowicz Show is my good friend Negin Farsad. Negin is a writer, actress, filmmaker, and comedian whose work has been seen on MTV, Comedy Central, PBS, all of which and more you can find at NeginFarsad.com. You can also find her on Twitter at Negin Farsad. Negin, thank you so much for being on the show again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so Negin, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently we are about to go over some type of a cliff, a fiscal cliff, and it sounds dangerous and horrible, but it really could be, what they could do with the fiscal cliff is probably going to be even worse. So what's your take on this upcoming disaster?
I mean, it's so ridiculous because we just had these elections. I don't know if you remember those just a few weeks ago.
I seem to remember one of those happening, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, my takeaway from those elections was that Americans are totally, into, raising the tax rate on rich people. Let's do that. Let's totally do that. And I don't understand why why the GOP has taken that election as a sign to dig in their heels, double down on their failed campaign platforms, and not resolve this fiscal crisis that we're in right now. It's really stunning to me. Well, the thing that's actually more stunning to me, and I think there's a few articles that have come out that have addressed this, is the way we talk about taxes, which I think we need to completely reform the way we talk about taxes. We talk about taxes as if they're really gross, horrible, taxes kill your grandma, you know what I mean? Taxes ran over your puppy, and taxes are really evil. And I think we've completely disassociated what it is about taxes that make them actually super awesome. And so I want to go on a one-woman mission of just what is it when you take a term and from the term being to making it good again or whatever
reclaiming it.
Reclaiming it, right? There we go.
Yeah.
English, ladies and gentlemen, English. But I want to reclaim the word taxes as this awesome thing that we do, which is we pay into the system, and the system in return gives us security, a police force, a fire department. It gives us a postal system. It gives us clean streets and paved roads and, a military and all sorts of other awesome things. Oh, yeah, and when there's hurricanes, there's people that come and rescue you. So that's the way we should be talking about taxes. We should not be talking about taxes in the one way that Republicans have framed it, which is that the government is evilly just taking money from you for no reason, and that's how the GOP has sort of brilliantly been framing the issue for decades, and we've got to reclaim it and kind of remind people the positive association with taxes, which is that you pay taxes, and these are all the awesome things you get. It's sort of like you're, a member of Costco, right? And the awesome things you get from it are really large packages of toilet paper that last forever. You know what I mean? We need to create that association again. I don't know how it is that we've lost it so so mercilessly.
You get to, by taxes, you get to live in a non-crazy Mad Max libertarian place where people have guns mounted on their cars and are blowing people away left and right.
Right, exactly. Which sounds fun until you actually have to live there. You know what I mean? I want to visit, but I don't want to stay. Yeah, I mean, and I think it's interesting because when you go to Europe or whatever, I don't know why I said it like that.
Europe, whatever.
But I don't know if you had an experience. I lived in Paris for a while. I don't mean to city drop like that. But,
well, ooh la la, Negin.
A baguette, monsieur. But I lived in Paris for a while, and and they have this kind of relationship with World War II that we don't have, because so much of World War II was fought on their actual land, right? And so cities were destroyed, and and it went down like in front of them, and that those stories are sort of passed down through generations, and then even there's more monuments and memorials, sites and that kind of thing, and so they have a more of a direct relationship with like the effects of war, and I think, and because of that, they have more of a direct relationship with like the effects of public works. You know what I mean? What it means to like have a military, what it means for nation building, and what it means to have a state that's capable of repairing like a war-torn country or whatever. And so in Europe, they have like just a very like a much more positive association with taxes, and it's not demonized in the same way. It's more like we don't even need to talk about this. Taxes are awesome. Like let's not even talk about this. It's ridiculous. It's kind of their relationship. You know what I mean? I'm completely glossing over large sects of the population of an entire continent, by the way. But knowing that, I stand by what I'm saying.